There it is. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. It's time. Wakey, wakey, my intentional beings, my fellow intentional beings. All right, we are now live on Instagram, live on Facebook, live on YouTube. That means it's time for Saturday Morning Tap In. I am your host, Shamika Cotton. What you have just tuned into is the Saturday Morning Tap In, where we come together to have some uplifting conversations, to set some intentions, and then to do a little bit of journaling. Today, I have a wonderful exercise for us to do together. So go ahead right now, get your journals, get your pens, get your coffee. I got my coffee right here, or your tea or your water. I got my candle. I'm about to light it. And all right, so let's go ahead and get ready to tap in because it is time for Saturday Morning Tap In. Somebody cue my theme music.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. She's ready. She's ready. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, I see y'all come in on Instagram. Y'all like, we are ready. We are here. We are ready. It's time for Saturday Morning Tap In. We got Miss Angie in the house. Good morning, Angie. Welcome to your Saturday Morning Tap In. PTX Librarian. Good morning and welcome to your Saturday Morning Tap In. All right, Sharonda, the goddess, say her name right. Chandra, the goddess. Good morning and welcome to your Saturday Morning Tap In. All right, y'all. Hey, Robin. Hi, baby. Welcome to your tappity tap in. We're doing it today. You guys, where is my lighter situation? In the kitchen. I'll figure that out. But good morning. Can somebody run in the kitchen and give me my candle lighter? All right. Good morning. It's time for your Saturday Morning Tap In. Let me get that lighter, you guys. Go ahead and say good morning to everyone because we have some really great stuff that we're going to be doing today. A really great exercise that I want to do for myself. So I hope that you all will join me and we can do it together and stir up a little bit of miraculous magic. All right, we're tapping in. I'm getting my lighter. Tap in. Lightning speed, too fast. Good morning. Let's see how we're doing. Okay, we got folks tuning in on YouTube, on Instagram. Texas is in the building. I love it. I love it. Saturday Morning Tap In. It's a movement.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Hey. All right, I'm getting my candle ready because what I have in store for us to do today should be really fun. We're gonna stir up that gift inside of us, y'all. We're gonna stir up some magic. We're gonna light some sparks. We're gonna light our inner spark, something like that. You guys know my usual candle. My usual candle, Bath and Body Works. Still working through this rose water and ivy. Normally it is my balsam, my fresh balsam, but today we're working with rose water and ivy. If you have a candle, if you got a coffee or a tea, what you working with today to make your moment extra juicy? Or is it just water? Is it just water? I've got my coffee right here. And my favorite coconut creamer. That's how I get my Saturday morning started. All right, I see my Sans lady is in the building over on Facebook. Miles is in the building. Welcome to your Saturday Morning Tap In, Miles. Where are we at? What month? Oh, you guys are so Miles. Where are you? So are you going into your senior year? Where we at? Where we at? Coconut water from Mr. Freddie Fulton is in the building. Welcome to the Saturday Morning Tap In, Freddie. Here. Toyette got that beautiful candle we have from our Myrtle Beach trip. I love it. You said you are bringing acting to Central State. What does that look like and what does that mean? Talk to me, my friend. Talk to me. That's so exciting, though. Tell me more. Yeah. All right. Junior year. Okay. Doing big things. Making a big, big impact. I love it. Miles came to Central State not just to get his education, but to contribute to our amazing Central State tradition and family and community. That's what I'm talking about, right? What is the impact that you will leave behind in the places and spaces that you were in, right? Central States. I'm wearing my HBCU Pride shirt today. No surprise that Miles tuned in today. No surprise, okay? But yes, he is there not just to get his education, but to make an impact, all right? To leave something for those who are coming behind. Yes, Miles. Yes. Wonderful. I love that. He is collaborating with the Wilberforce University film with Wilberforce. Wait, with the Woo, right? So, okay. To film scripted series and films on both campuses. I love it. I got you, boo. You think I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. All right, let me go ahead and get us started for this powerful Saturday morning tap-in. Yeah. Y'all, I be cracking myself up with this music. I love it. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am so glad that all of you have joined today for what is going to be an amazing show, as always, as per usual. But I really have set the intention for today's show, for today's exercises activity, to really activate something in all of us, right? Because like I said, this is something that I want to do for myself. And I said, you know what? The purpose of Saturday morning tap in, one of the things that is important to me about Saturday morning tap in is to hold that space for everyone to do the things that feed us, that fuel us, that restore us, right? Because what happens is sometimes we get going about our days and about our weeks, and have we stopped to take a moment to take care of ourselves? Or have we stopped to take a moment just to feed our spirits, feed our souls, right? To feed the visions and the dreams that are inside of us, right? And so I hold that space every Saturday morning on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, because guess what? At the very least, it makes sure I do it. And I am always grateful for this community where we do it together. So let's go ahead and get started. So first things first, let's go ahead and put some numbers in the chat. And we're going to go ahead and get that part started. Let me pick a number. Let's see. I'm gonna change it up on y'all. I want to see who's listening. Who's listening? Okay, pay close attention. What's up, Miss Gina? Welcome, Regina. So glad to have you here in the Saturday morning tap in. All right, give me a number between 50 and 100. Give me a number between 50 and 100. Whoever gets that number or gets closest to that number without going over will be selecting our journal prompt for today. All right. Very well. Very good. Very good. Like, Shamika, where is everything? All right. So go ahead, put those numbers in the chat. And then also, okay, I want you to put an intention in the chat. What we do every Saturday morning is we set an intention. What do we want to bring to our day? What do we want to bring to our week? What do we want to stir up, right? What do we want to experience? Do you want more joy? Do you want to experience more peace? Do you want to experience more wealth? Whatever it is, put it in the chat as your intention. And when we get to that point of the show today, we will activate that intention together, collectively, as a Saturday morning tap-in community. All right. And for those who haven't already, go ahead on over to Facebook and join our Saturday morning tap-in Facebook group. It's free. And it's just a really wonderful place where we put things that are positive and uplifting so that you have something that inspires you or motivates you throughout the week. It's a wonderful community for us to come in and to continue what we do here on Saturday all throughout the week. Okay, so go on ahead. If you're on Facebook, and you don't have to do it now, you can do it later. Or you can do it now, do whatever. But I really would love to see you all in the Saturday morning tap-in Facebook group. All right. Okay, let's see. So Miles says, I cannot wait until you see a woo world. You'll love the team I'm working with. Oh, that is so exciting. So when are we going to see it? When's it going to be done? Have you guys started yet? Just curious. Have you started? Where are we at with it? Everybody send Miles some love. What's up, Cleo D, John 2? Welcome to your Saturday morning tap-in. All right. So today we are going to be doing a lot of journaling. Okay. We're going to do some journaling before our regularly scheduled portion of journaling. All right. And so go ahead, if you haven't already, get you something to write with. Let me see what's happening over here on Facebook and YouTube. All right. Toyette's in here. Ooh, yes, absolutely. Miles, you see that? A woo world sounds cool. Miles, you better go with it. Go with it. High vibration coming from that project. Y'all do it up. Can't wait to see it. All right. Toyette is saying, oh, intentions that Toyette is setting today. Imagination and grace. Let me get that written down. Imagination, grace. I'm going to double down on that imagination. That's going to be amazing. Amazing. Okay, let me get my phone so I have our timer here. What other intentions are we setting today? Toya, do me a favor. Can you go over to Facebook, please, and see if you see Saturday Morning Tap in there and type me a comment from Facebook. I want to see if it pops up in here because I've been noticing that the Facebook comments, I'm not seeing them during the broadcast. And I don't know if they're just coming in later or if it's during the broadcast. So let me know if you type something over there. All right. So before we get started, let's just take a moment to ground ourselves. We're going to ground ourselves, but keep putting in those numbers, a number between 50 and 100. And then also keep putting in the intention. Miles, what intention are you setting for your project? Put that in the chat so we can hold that space with you and send you love and light for that project. Fantastic. All right. Very good. Very good. Very good. All right. So let's just take a moment to ground ourselves with some intentional breathing. All right. So as we just get comfortable and acknowledge and bring our awareness to this space that we have created over the internet, right? With this technology that connects us, right? That this space that we have set the intention that it is the Saturday morning tap-in where we come together to be uplifted. So in this space and in this awareness, let's just get comfortable in this moment. If you're sitting in a chair, allow the chair to support you. See if you can sit nice and erect. If you're laying in the bed, allow the bed to support you. If you're walking down the street listening to the Saturday morning tap-in, allow the ground to support you. Allow yourself to feel each step you take connected to the earth. And even if you want to take a moment to just touch a tree, just go on ahead and touch a tree. That also helps. I love to do that when I'm taking my walks. Or if you're outside in your own yard, take your shoes off and touch some grass with your feet, okay? Or just stand in the grass. But right now we are getting grounded and connected in this collective consciousness. And so it is in this space of community, in this space of love and light that we inhale. Hold it. And we let it go. Allowing our breathing to help us to relax. Allowing our breathing to help us focus. Allowing our breathing to expand our awareness of the good that surrounds us all the time. We inhale this goodness. And we exhale. And as we exhale, we are allowing any stress or tension in the body to be released on the exhale. And as we are in this moment, we are aware of our environment, the room, the car, the street, wherever you are. And let's take another collective inhale 3 times for the subconscious mind. We inhale. And exhale. We let it go. Letting go of anything that came before this moment, being fully present right now. Open and available, receptive, ready to receive the good that is in this moment for us. Ready to hear our still small voice. We're ready to tap in. All right. Okay, so we got, let me put my glasses back on. We got Curtis Gerard. Wilberforce University has a new club for storytelling called A Woo World. I love it. I love it. I love it, Curtis. Welcome to the Saturday Morning Tap-In, my friend. I feel like this is my first time seeing you here, and I'm so glad that you're here. Bring more of your Woo World Storytelling Club to Saturday Morning Tap-In to get the party started. You left the comment on Facebook, right? And so Facebook is not showing up here. That is so interesting. Okay, why is that happening? Let me just double check something here. Edit the audience. Let me try this again. Let's try this again. All right, so I see Mitzi is over here on Facebook. Oh no, that's last week. 1 second. That's last week. All right, let's go back and see if I can see today's. Bear with me, everyone. Let's see. So we have a live video. Okay, okay. Okay, technology is always changing. So we are going, I will have to figure that out a little bit later. I don't want to take too much time away. Thank you so much, Sans Facebook. I see my Sans lady is in the building. I'm just going to have to go back and forth between all the platforms until I figure out how to get the Facebook peoples back over here on StreamYard. Okay, I'll figure it out. I want to say thank you. See, I knew y'all were over there. Good morning, Regina. I see you over here on Facebook. Good morning, Sans Lady. I see you over here on Facebook. Okay, we got the numbers coming in. Okay, Sans Lady is adding peace to our intentions. All right, you guys, I hope you have your journals. Because we are going to go ahead and get started. Good morning, Ashley. Welcome to your Saturday morning tap, and I'm so glad that you're here. For those who are just joining us, you are in the right place and at the right time. Feel free to put a number in the chat between 50 and 100. Whoever gets closest to that number will be selecting our journal prompt for today. And also go ahead and put your intention in the chat so that we can hold that space with you later in our intention. Thank you, Sans Toya. You know what? Thank you for letting us know what's happening on Facebook. I see that you also was keeping me up to date with what was happening over here. All right, in Facebook. Okay, very good. And Sans Toya, if you see anything over there, I know that you're probably in both places. Let me know if I miss anybody's comment over on Facebook, because I want to make sure that everyone is included. All right, very good. And it looks like a little bit of a lag from what I'm seeing over on Facebook, but that is okay. So for today, we are going to be doing an exercise that I've done in the past. And good morning, Jeremy. So good to have you here. Welcome to your Saturday morning tap-in. Okay, I love it. I got my tectonic family in the building with Jeremy and Freddie today. All right, so this is an exercise that I like to do and I want to share with you today, and it is modeled off of the idea of seeds and soil, right? We're working with the idea of seed and soil. And so for today, we are going to talk about the soil. What is the soil as it relates to this exercise today? The soil, I like to think of it, is the state of your consciousness, right? It is the quality of the thoughts in your mind, right? It is how you feel. It is that energy that you carry within you, right? How you perceive things, right? Are you optimistic or pessimistic, right? Are you full of hope or are you having moments of doubt, right? A wise woman by the name of Reverend Dr. Johnny Coleman said, I am the thinker who thinks the thought that makes the things, right? I'll say that again. I am the thinker that thinks the thought that makes the things. And basically, it is very clear what it says. Whatever you think about, you bring about. Curtis, welcome to your Saturday morning tap in, okay? Whatever you think about, you bring about. Let's personalize that. Whatever I think about, I bring about. Somebody type that into the chat just to let me know that it is landing, okay? We're going somewhere with this, okay? We're going somewhere with this. Whatever I think about, I bring about, right? And so today, this morning I was thinking about an experience that I had yesterday. So yesterday, as I was doing my daily self-care things that I do, which is I journal, I do some meditation, some prayer. But yesterday, and I had to do some forgiveness work, and there's forgiveness work to do every day, really, right? Forgiveness is the name of the game for everything we do, whether it's forgiving others, forgiving situations, forgiving ourselves. It is the opportunity where we invite healing and wholeness and harmony into situations. And so I was doing a little bit of forgiveness work as well, just focusing on that yesterday and dealing with some thoughts that that was rolling around in my mind. And I heard Spirit say, and when okay, let's be really clear about that. When I say I heard Spirit say, I mean, I had a thought, okay? Can we just be real? Can I be real with you guys? Can I break it down and take it out of the woo-woo and bring it down to just keeping it real? It just means I had a thought. I had a thought. And it said, get out of the house and go take care of your business, right? And so I went about my day, running my errands. And the morning before, I was actually meditating on the scripture, Psalm 23, right? How many of you know that passage, right? It's the one that says, the Lord is my shepherd, right? And so I was meditating on that passage, right? And so I got up and went about my day, ran some errands. And after I ran my errands, I had the thought, like, usually every year for my birthday, I go to a particular spot here in New York that really inspires me. The spot is attached to my beginnings here. That thing, that place, it's 1010. Hey, Grandma. So that thing, that place that started it all for me, right? And so every year for my birthday, I go to this space. And in that space, in that place, it's where I am reminded of my dreams, my hopes, and things like that. It's where I go and imagine new possibilities, right? It's where I go and I experience that feeling I felt when I was first there of awe and that feeling of everything is possible, right? And for those who don't know, I didn't get a chance to tell you guys this last week, but I celebrated an anniversary this past week. On July 15th, I celebrated my 26th anniversary of moving to New York, right? That's something that I celebrated on July 15th. And so yesterday I was led to to go to that place. I didn't go on my birthday this year. So Spirit said, let's go today. All right. And so I went there and I'm thinking like, okay, so I'm doing the things that I normally do when I just go in the place and I look at the artwork around. And I was led to go sit down in the food court area. And I didn't realize it until after it was over, after I was wrapping up my trip and my journey there. But every space that opened up for me to sit was near a fountain, was near water, right? And I had been meditating on that. You lead me beside the still waters. You restore my soul. You lead me beside the still waters. You restore my soul. And so I was so in awe of the presence of God. And for those who may feel like the term God may be too much for you, or you have a different connection to it, I want you to think about it in terms of synchronicity, right? Maybe the universe. When things just happen to line up in a way that people may say, wow, is this a coincidence, right? So I want you guys to think about that, however you relate to it, because we're going to need it for our exercise today, right? So I realized, and I should have known as soon as I got off the train yesterday, you guys, when I was headed to my place that I normally go to for my birthday every year, there was a sign as soon as I got off the train, and I forget which company it was for, but the sign said, "Closer than you think." And I was like, okay. I had no idea of the journey that I was in for. And so what I want you all to think about today is I want you guys to think about and start to think about it, because we're going to journal about it in a second. I want you to start to think about a time, an experience in your life, okay, where things just happened to line up, where you felt that there was a power or presence of something that was guiding you to good, right? Right? Where you said, you know what, that was God. Or maybe you said that was the Holy Spirit. Or maybe you said that was the universe. Or maybe you said that was synchronicity. Or maybe you said that was a coincidence. I don't care what you call it, right? You can call water agua, H2O, whatever. But guess what? If you pour it on, you're still going to get wet, okay? The experience is the experience no matter what you call it, okay? So I want you to think about that, okay? Yes, Toyette. I heard Spirit say equals I had a thought. That's what it means for me. Okay. Thank you, Honey Bad 1111. Welcome to your Saturday morning tap-in. Thank you so much for my happy belated birthday. Be on Earth Day. Yes. All right. So I want you to put in the chat. Do you have something that you call to mind right now that is an experience that happened to you, that when you look back, you're like, whoa, that was God. That was the universe. That was synchronicity. That was coincidence. Do you have that experience? Put it in the chat. Let me know when you got it. Okay. For those who are just tuning in, you have tuned into the Saturday morning tap-in, and that is where you are. And also, if you haven't already, put a number in the chat between 50 and 100 so that we can see who is selecting our journal prompt. Welcome, Contrail 30. What experience have you had in your life, no matter when, where you knew that was God, that was the Holy Spirit? Let me know if you got it. Put it in the chat. I got it. Just if you think of something, it doesn't have to be a big, big thing. It could be a little thing where you were just like, you know what? For some reason, I was walking down the street and I happened to look to the left. And when I looked to the left, I saw what I needed to see. Or I ran into a person. How about this? You were thinking of a person. You have been thinking about them, just thinking about them. And then all of a sudden, they call you. Hmm? Or they show up. Okay? That also counts. Let me know when you've got it. Let me know. Are y'all tapping in? Don't miss this moment. I'm telling you right now, you don't want to miss this moment. Too many to name, pick one, Toyette. Too many to name, just pick one. You don't got to tell me right now. Just let me know you got it. So I know you got one. All right. Fantastic. All right. So I know Toyette is ready to get what we are putting down today. Fantastic. Yes. I see Miss Alethea is over on Facebook. Yes. What you think about, you bring about. Yes. Let me know when you've got it. All right. Okay, so that is number one. So when we're thinking about, okay, Honey Bat, hold it. You typed it in. Okay, Honey Bat said this, and I want you to just hold that because we're going to do more with that. But I'm so glad that you shared this because this may help someone else realize that they have a moment. Honey Bat, I know you got a lot of moments. So just hold it. Okay, but Honey Bat said this. She was on her way to work and she was running late. Then she got halfway there and there was an accident on the highway. Before she got to the highway, she was frustrated because her kiddos didn't get up on time. Then she realized that that was them saving her from the accident. Okay? Moments like that, okay? It can be that, okay? All right. I want you guys to just, okay, so we know that Toyette and Honey Bad, you have one. You don't have to write it in the chat right now. You can save it for the next part of the exercise. I just want to know that you got it. All right. Now, the next thing we want to do is when we're thinking about things that we want to experience, right? Those things that we are praying for, those things that we are hoping for, those ideas that we want to give life to, right? I think of those ideas, our goals, our visions, right? Those things that are desires. I think of those as seeds, right? As a seed. So the seed, when you plant it in the soil, depending on the condition, all right, I'm going to say this slow, depending on the condition of the soil, it will determine how well the seed prospers. It will determine how well the seed grows. There is something that happens, right? When you put a seed into the ground or into the conditions that nurture that seed that causes it to grow, right? There are conditions. And so I am likening our consciousness, right? I'm likening our consciousness to the soil, the things that we think about. When you think good thoughts, good things happen. I'm just telling you, when you think good thoughts, good things happen. And you can debate me all day on it. And I said what I said. But what about this? But what about that? Focus on the good and more good will flow. Okay? So the soil, our consciousness, the quality of our thoughts. Are you always thinking that good things are happening, or are you always focusing on the bad? Are you focusing on what you want to bring into expression, or are you focusing on what you don't want? Right? When you see something good, do you take a moment to celebrate it, to say thank you, to experience gratitude? Gratitude is one of the nutrients of the soil. Gratitude creates the nutrients of the soil of our consciousness. All right. So right now, right, we're going to do this exercise. And let me just go ahead and get this number right now. Toya, you said you got 15 of them. You got 15. Awesome. Okay, stand by. Let me just see. I'm going to go ahead and just double check. I'm going to see who got the number because we're about to journal. We're going to go into our moments. All right. Okay. All right. And I'm just double checking over here on Instagram. All right. And checking again over here on Facebook. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. The number was 68. 68. All right. I saw that exactly. It was almost. Hold on, wait, 1 second. It was 60. Yes, it was almost Sans Lady. Miss Alethea swooped in and got the number. All right, so stand by, Miss Alethea. I want you to go ahead and pick a number from the screen that we will use as our journal prompt. And I know I stopped in the middle of our exercise, but I just want to get this stuff out of the way because I want you all to really have a moment to focus during this exercise. Miss Alethea, pick a number on the screen that is not grayed out, and that will be our journal prompt for today. Sans Toyette, you are an amazing co-host. I appreciate you. As always. As always. All right. And if I don't see it, Sans Toyette, let me know. All right. All right. Fantastic. Okay, very good. Good morning, new 848 day. Welcome to your Saturday morning tap-in. If you are just now tuning in, you have tuned in to the right place at the right time. We're about to stir up a whole lot of magic and miraculous. All right, let's see. What number on the screen would you like to select? I want to see something. Okay, I'm going to mute it that way and to see if I can see what's happening over there. It looks like Facebook is really behind. Okay, maybe it just caught up. Okay, I think it's catching up. Toyette, let me know if you see the number from Miss Alethea also on Facebook that she picks from the screen. All right. And everybody else, if you haven't gotten your journals right now, go get your journals. Go and get those journals because we're about to stir it up. We are about to stir it up. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, I don't know. So that was 7 minutes. Okay, great. Number 12. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Miss Alethea. Boop, boop, and boop. Number 12. Fantastic. We can stop sharing that. Let's get to our book. I'm not even going to look at it. I'm just going to turn to page 12. Just 12. Got it. Let's put down Miss Alethea. All right. And today is the 19th. Oh, Anjave, are you here? Happy belated birthday, my love. Your birthday was yesterday. Happy belated birthday. I'm not sure if you're still here. All right. Okay. So I want you to think of one thing, okay? Now that we have that out of the way, I want you guys to think of one thing. Just pick one. And remember, it doesn't have to be a big thing. Nothing's too big, nothing too small. Pick one thing that you want to have, express, to do. What is one thing that you want to manifest? Okay? We're going to take this one thing. I'm going to walk you through the process. And remember, you can do this for many more things later. But today, pick that one thing. And so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to set the timer. And so this is how the exercise goes. Okay, you guys? So right now, that idea that you want to express, that idea, we're calling that the seed. Okay? That's going to be the seed. Okay? So I'm going to set the timer for 3 minutes. Let me see. Hold on, wait. Let me get count time. So 3 and then 3. So that's 6. That's 44. Okay, great. I think we'll be good. We'll be good. We'll be good. All right. So I'm going to set the timer for 3 minutes. And while the timer is going, I want you to write out what that thing is. Write it out. Let whatever wants to come out about that idea, write it out. You have 3 minutes to write about it. The timer has started now. We are writing down the idea that we want to manifest. You have 3 minutes. Okay? Write out your idea. Okay. And you can write it out however you want to write it, in the I want to do it. You can write it out as if it already happened. However you write it, there's no right or wrong way. Just write it down. What do you want? What do you want? 1 minute, 42 seconds to go. Wait, you're confused, Toyette? Are you still confused? You're just writing down anything that you want. You're writing about it for 3 minutes. Nope, this is totally separate. I'm going to pause the timer right now. Thank you for those questions, though. This is totally separate. It is anything that you want to express or anything you want to manifest, anything that you want. It could be something off your 300 things list, or it could be something totally different. It could be something totally different. Let me know if that connected. I paused the timer. So let me know once you got it, because I'm sure your question was not just for you. I'm sure I didn't confuse just you. Good morning, Soraya Jane. Welcome to Saturday Morning Tap In. Let me know if you got it, Sands. For somebody, it could be a new job, right? It could be a new job with a certain pay. Write about it. What do you want? It could be, okay, you got it? Okay, I'm going to get the, girl, let me tell you something real quick. I'm going to get the timer started again. You know I'm big on numbers. The timer is at 1:22. That was for you, Sands. All right, we're resuming. 1 minute, 22 seconds to go. If you know, you know. All right, let's go. Soraya, we are writing down what is something that we want to achieve, accomplish, or have a dream. Write it down. All right. And that is time. Okay, that's for all right, I'm going to write one more thing. Okay, so that is our seed. Okay, that is our seed. So now what I'm going to do, now what I want you to do, so we have our seed idea, we have our seed, and now I am going to start the timer again. And we are going to write about that moment when we said, wait a minute, God, that was you. So it could be that moment when you said, God ordered your steps, or something happened where you said, Holy Spirit, that was you, or it was a coincidence, or that was the universe, synchronicity. Okay. I want you to write for 3 minutes. Okay. We are going to write about that experience. You can write down what happened. You can write down how you felt. Okay. This is the soil. So this is why I was saying you didn't need to write it earlier, but write it in your journal again. Write about it. Write down whatever comes to mind about that moment. The time has started. 3 minutes on the clock. Let me know if anyone is confused. Welcome some more 2K3. We are doing something a little different today. We are doing an exercise for manifestation. We are working with the idea of soil and seeds. And we talked about how our soil is the state of our consciousness, how we think about things, right? So right now we have set the timer for 3 minutes. There's 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. And we are writing about a time when something happened in our life and it was like, wow, that's when I knew God was there. I felt God moving, or I felt the universe, or it was synchronistic, or it was a coincidence. Write about that moment. We're calling that moment to mind, all right? And priming our subconscious. We have 2 minutes and 5 seconds to go. Let me know if anyone has any questions. Write about that moment. Mm-mm-mm. Wow. We are journaling. 5 seconds to go. All right. Okay. So if you just wrote down the thing where you said, God, I knew that was you. When I look back over what happened, wow, that couldn't have been nobody but God, Holy Spirit, coincidence, synchronicity, whatever, right? I want you guys just to sit in that space. We're going to sit in that space for 2 minutes. But in this 2 minutes, we are now planting the seed, right? Because you should still be feeling that, right? When I wrote down that moment that happened in my life, when I said, whoa, what in the parallel universe is this? How did this happen? This couldn't have, it's bigger than a coincidence, right? When I wrote that down, I still feel it. So in that feeling space for 2 minutes, we are now feeling it. And now we are planting that seed that we wrote down as our seed. And we are going to let it just marinate in this consciousness. The timer has begun. And simply by setting the intention to put that seed in that consciousness, in this feeling space, we are surrounding that idea with all of the good nutrients. So in this time, you can just focus on your breathing. You can focus on being grateful for the fruit that will come from that seed. Or you can just focus on the good feelings from that moment when you said, God, that was you. Just be still in this moment. or you can meditate on the mantra of thank you, that it's already done. And so it is. And so it is. Welcome, Pink Trap Room 86. Welcome to your Saturday morning tap in. I just want to say thank you all so much for doing that exercise with me. Um, I'm looking forward to hearing your testimonies about how things started to happen. So, what we just did before we go into our journaling and intention setting portion of the show, what we did was we were intentional about the soil of our consciousness. We created an atmosphere in our mind that focused on something positive that already happened. We don't know how things just happen to line up for that good to happen, right? That soil event that we talked about. It just happened, right? When Honeybad said that her kids woke up late, she was mad that they woke up late, but then it turned out that it prevented her from being in an accident. There was something going on in that moment that she didn't know about that was working things together for her good. So that same energy, that same force is the thing that will bring about that thing, that idea seed that you planted in today's exercise. And so as you go forward today, for those who did the exercise, whether you did it right now live or whether you're watching the recording and maybe doing it for the first time, or you're watching the recording and doing it again for something else. But there are events that you have already set into action. And so now it's time for you to be aware and to see the things, to see the sprouts that start to take shape and to take root. To see the green come through the soil. And you're like, oh, there's the fruit from the exercise we did today. All right. And I want to hear about it, you guys. I want to hear about it. So feel free to let me know. You can write it in the comments. You can send me a DM. You can leave it in the YouTube comments. But we just did something really powerful today. And so thank you for holding the space while I did that. So let's go ahead. We are going to move into our intention setting. And then we are going to journal. So the intentions that we are setting right now, intentions, we have imagination, yes, grace, peace, and I'm going to say prosperity and divine order. Those are some intentions that I want to say. Oh, also focus. I'm saying focus for me. Anybody else have anything they want to add to the intentions for today? All right. Okay, okay, great. And I have forgiveness. You got it. Absolutely. All right. We've been doing a lot today. When y'all come to Saturday morning tap in, just know we came to do the work because it works. If you work it, it works. If you work it. All right. So the intentions have been put on the screen. All right. Fantastic. So let's just go ahead and let's center ourselves before we do our journaling. In this place of gratitude, I read something this week that said, fear cannot exist at the same time as gratitude. If you've ever find yourself in a place of fear, change your focus to gratitude and the fear will disappear. Yes, Sans Toya, we came to do the things. So it's in this place of doing the things and showing up that we set our intention to exercise our imagination today. Let our imaginations be expanded. May our eyes be opened to the many ways in which our good can be expressed and is being expressed in our lives and is being experienced in our lives. We give thanks for our imagination We give thanks for the grace to go about our day. May we have grace with ourselves and grace with others. We set the intention to go forward in peace. May we have peace with ourselves and peace with others, peace in our relationships, at home, at work, in our families, in our communities. We set our intention for prosperity, that many channels of prosperity, let it all flow to us. We are open and receptive to new ideas. We are just one thought away from $1 million idea. And we set our intention to be in divine order, that our steps are ordered. And as we go forward, we set our intention to focus only on the good. In those moments when we are tempted to focus on things that we don't desire, let our focus be on the good. Help us to see the good, to believe the good. And we set our intention to be forgiving of ourselves, of others, that we are able to forgive quickly and to move forward, to be willing to see things differently. And so it is. All right, you guys. All right. And here is the journal prompt for today. All right. It was picked by Miss Alethea, number 12. Very interesting. What's the best thing about your home? And have you taken time to enjoy it recently? That's the journal prompt for today. Let's talk about it. What's the best thing about your home? And have you taken time to enjoy it recently? The time has started. It's 10 minutes and 10 seconds. For those who are new here, we journal for 10 minutes and 10 seconds. The journal prompt gets us down on the page. And whatever comes out after that, that's between you and your journal. But the prompt today is, what's the best thing about your home? And have you taken time to enjoy it recently? And I'll give a little tip to those who may be in a home that they don't necessarily love. You can start with what you're grateful for, or you can do something that we've talked about, which is scripting. You can talk about the home you desire to move into as if you are already there. Okay. Many ways to engage with this journal prompt. We are journaling 9 minutes, 21 seconds to go. We came to do the things today. We came to do the things. We came to tap in. Thank you, Red Diva. Thank you. I appreciate you, sis. I appreciate you. The body, yaddy, yaddy. All right, we're journaling. All right. 8 minutes, 35 seconds to go. We are tapping in via journaling. Oh, this is powerful. I hope you are taking this moment to create. 7 minutes, 17 seconds to go. We are journaling. 5 minutes, 24 seconds to go. 4 minutes, 34 seconds to go. We are journaling. What's the best thing about your home? And have you taken time to enjoy it recently? We are journaling. Nurse Harmony in the building. Welcome, Ashley W30, to your Saturday morning tap in. Two minutes, 2 seconds to go. We are journaling. Welcome, Breeze. Welcome to the Saturday morning tap in. We're journaling. The prompts up on the screen. What's the best thing about your home? And have you taken time to enjoy it recently? And yes, you're going to want to go back and watch today's replay because we did a really great exercise. I think you're going to love it. 11 seconds to go. Wait, it's a great things. Okay, I'll do it like that. Okay, we're done. We're done. Okay. You guys, we did it. We tapped in today. Today, we came to do the things, as Toyette said, we tapped in. We activated our consciousness. We primed the soil of our consciousness. We planted in a seed into that positive, nurturing soil. And so we expect a great harvest of that seed. And then we did some journaling and we did some intention setting. So yes and yes. So let's go ahead and see. Were there any aha moments today? Anything that jumped out to you or anything that came to you from your journaling today? Feel free to share it in the chat. You don't have to, but you're always welcome to. I always commit to sharing what I write in my journal. So I'll share that with you. So let's go ahead and see, because Toyette was ready. She said, this is what she wrote from the journal prompt today. What's the best thing about your home, and have you taken time to enjoy it recently? She wrote, God knew the exact place I want to live. I didn't find it on my own, but through a coworker's recommendation. It's in a prime location on the bus line. Only God knew 2 years ago how significant that would be for me right now. I've recently enjoyed the pool, fitness center, and clubhouse in my building. God is truly marvelous to me. I feel that. That resonates for me, because I know if you know, you know, and I know. Thank you so much, Sans Toya, for sharing that. Thank you so much. All right. So this is what I wrote, and then we will go about our day. All right. The best thing about my home. I love the order. Everything is clean and dust free. There is a place for everything, and everything is in its place. I love that my home is clutter free. Ever since I started purchasing the organization systems and items, I have been able to create even more space. Whenever I look at the new way I've decorated my space, I am refreshed and inspired. My home is a place of harmony, a place of peace. I also love my aromatherapy pieces that keep my home fresh. I love all of the new bedding and linen. It really gives my home a luxurious feeling. And I love the space I created for creating content. It makes it so much easier and faster for me to get it done. I love my kitchen. I have this really great space that is stocked with all the best and nutritious snacks. It looks like something out of a magazine. I also love my state-of-the-art appliances that give the feel of ease and luxury. I also love my neighborhood that my home is in. I love my proximity to great things. That's what I wrote, y'all. That's what I wrote in my journal, okay? So I told you, you could write anything. Write anything. Take this time to tap in, to do the work. You have the tools. And so that's what I wrote. And if you know, you know. Thank you so much, Sans Toya. She says, I love the tribute to your home. Yes. All right, everybody. So we have tapped in. We have set some powerful intentions. So as you go about your day today, go out there and expect the good, because you deserve it. All right, you guys, I will see you all next Saturday for another episode of Saturday Morning Tap In. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.